Hey everyone, and today I'm gonna be going through the ultimates in Zenless Zone 0. You may ask, why would I list the ultimates? Like, what's the matter? But the reason is that you only have one ultimate per your team. I mean, it's not like Genshin or Star Rail, when you can have multiple ultimates at the same time. You can only use one ultimate at a time, because of the shared decibel meter. So you have to pick wisely which character of your three is gonna use their ultimate. And I'm gonna help you with that choice. There are some team archetypes or circumstances when you wanna use the different ultimate, not the one that you expect to use. So I'm gonna break down every character and why would you use their ultimate. There's so much word ultimate in this video. But anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment on what topic would you like me to cover next, and let's begin! Okay, first let's start with the attack type characters, because basically in their teams you wanna use their ultimate. They're probably having the highest damage potential, and the multiplier of the ultimate is also pretty big. So prioritizing using your ultimate on these characters when the enemy is stunned is the better choice, most of the time. Also, the multipliers will be listed on the screen in order from the strongest to weakest, if you wanna make a team of 2 attackers or something, I don't know. But don't forget that the multiplier is not the only thing that affects the ultimate. Also, the buffs of the passives and etc. of the character is also very important. Okay, a quick example of a situation when you use an attacker ultimate is, for example, in a Nekomata team. I have recently made a guide on her, so go check it out if you haven't seen it. Let's take a standard team of Nekomata, Enby and Nicole. In most cases, you don't wanna use ultimates on Enby or Nicole, because their multipliers are lower and they don't have the buffs that the DPS usually gets. Now onto the timing of your ultimate. If it's just gonna be a group of small mobs, you can just use it whatever to make the most damage. But if it's a boss or just an enemy with a big health pool, then I recommend using it when the enemy is stunned, because the damage multiplier is higher and it's a golden opportunity for big nuke damage. Next up are the Anomaly type characters, Grace and Piper. Basically, in their own respective teams, being Anton and Rina for Grace, and Lucy with another DPS characters for Piper, you don't want to use their ultimates, because you already have a strong attacker that can dish out a lot of damage. But if you're using Piper as a main DPS, or maybe using Grace and Piper together in a disorder team, then you definitely should use one of their ultimates. In a disorder team against a group of small enemies, I'd recommend using Grace's ultimate because of her large AoE, and against bosses, I'd recommend using Piper's ultimate because she has more damage. Okay, so next let's go over stun agents. Their ultimates are a lot more niche and I won't recommend using them very often. All of our 3 stunners are pretty good at their niche and they don't really need help from an ultimate. But in some rare cases, when you feel like you need to stun enemy as fast as possible, you may use it. A good example of that is the Ballerine Twin boss. Whenever you kill the first one, the other one starts a resurrect animation, and the best way to prevent this is just to stun them. And their stun bar is pretty chunky, and if you didn't fill it up beforehand, then probably you'll have to use your ultimate. That's what I'm doing in any case. Okay, next up are supports, and also a defense class. I'm combining them into one section because in defense class we only have ban, and I have a pretty similar advice for both these classes. And it's like, don't use their ultimates.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's very not worth it. The thing is, with their ultimates they don't provide anything valuable, like attack characters providing raw damage, stun characters providing dazed damage, and anomaly characters providing anomaly. Like, of course, the support agents also give some energy, but it's such a small amount that it's really not doing anything. And for most of them, the effects are basically replaced by their EX special and chain attacks. And Ben's ultimate doesn't even have all these things. So unless you're building those characters as a main DPS, for some reason, I don't recommend using their ultimate at any circumstances. So we discussed all the ultimates and what values they possess, and which one of them you should use. Feel free to correct me in the comments if you think that I'm wrong in some ways. Also, I kind of been switching up the editing style of all my videos so far, so I'd like some feedback on which one of them you like the most. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!